Good evening and welcome in to West High Football on KSL Sports Rewind presented by Fayucia Construction. Tonight we have the West High Panthers as they take on the Hunter High Wolverines. We have just kicked off here at Hunter and that ball goes straight into the end zone. Nate Carter alongside me, Alex Naples on the call. Nate, how are you feeling tonight, man?
Hey, awesome to be here tonight with you, Alex. Looking forward to tonight's matchup. Should be fun.
Nate, can you believe that we are already halfway through the high school football season?
It's flying by. Things are getting cold. It's starting to cool off around here. But we still have football to be watching, Alex. Sounds like a good time.
Absolutely, and the Hunter High Wolverines will be coming out for their first drive of the night, led by Nathan Park at quarterback. There's a fumble. And it looks like it's recovered by Hunter.
Yeah, tough start there. We see a Region 2 matchup. A little bit of nerves as we start the game. We'll 2nd and 10. Ready for this Hunter offense to get moving.
So it is number 19, Taki Uveya, who is in at quarterback for this first drive. The fumble recovered by Hunter. He's going to hand it off to Paea. Paea, he gets a good run here. And he's finally brought down by Viliata Tuaone after he gets past the 35-yard line.
Tuaone, the last thing keeping Paea from reaching the end zone. He had nothing but daylight behind the safety for the West Panthers.
After the fumble, Hunter gets a good run. Paea again, but this time he's stuffed, and it's going to be fumbled. They're saying it's Hunter ball. We'll see what the refs call here.
Yeah, we'll see if the knee was down. Obviously, we don't have replay, Alex, so we'll have to see what the refs call on the field. I believe he was being held down as the ball got punched out. Looks like it's going to stay Hunter ball.
What a start we're having here from the Hunter High offense and the West Side defense who have come out. It could have been a fumble. The referee says he's down, but Hunter will get a 2nd down and 7 to continue this drive.
Yeah, success running on the Panthers so far. They come out with a fullback.
Handoff to Paea again, but he's going to be stuffed behind the line. That's going to be a tackle for the loss. Lautaimi's the first one there, but it then brought down by number 50, Afeaki.
That's what we expected to see from this Panthers defense, just swarming to the ball, taking them down, and not letting them move up the field.
It's going to be 3rd and long for the Hunter High Wolverines. Again, Taki Uvea leading this Wolverines offense. Paea lined up behind him. And there will be a flag.
Got it off in time.
It's gonna be a delay game against the Hunter High Wolverines. It's gonna bring him back another 5 yards. It's gonna put him behind the original marker. It's gonna be a 3rd and long here for the Wolverines.
This West defense is tough enough to get yards on. You don't need calls like that going against you early on. Could be a tough hole to dig out of for the Wolverines.
3rd down coming up for the Hunter High Wolverines. Takes the snap. He's looking to pass, but he's going to be swarmed by Lautaimi, and it's going to be a sack for the West High Panthers.
Lautaimi hungry in the backfield tonight as he wraps up the quarterback and drags him down, bringing up a 4th and long for the Wolverines. And we're seeing the punt team come out with one of our Panther favorites, Sesi Valahi, back to return.
Big start from the West High defense. Punt is away. Valahi's just going to let it roll, and it's going to be fielded at about the 29-yard line.
Safe move there. Not much to gain there in that situation. The ball dropped. Get the offense on the field, and one of our favorites, Sui Sui.
Now, Nate, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the player that we're going to be highlighting tonight, which is going to be none other than Isaiah Suesue. Nate, you were there last week where Suesue ran 16 times for 192 yards against the Roy Royals. He had 2 rushing touchdowns as well as 2 passing touchdowns. Can you talk to us a little bit about what you saw from Suesue?
Suesue did not want to get taken down in the backfield last night. Only 1 tackle for loss against him. He was tearing up the Roy Royals all night.
Takes the snap. He's looking to pass. That's going to be a pass to Ty Arona. Arona makes a nice little move. Can't break the tackle, but he's brought down, and it looks like it's going to be a second. And no, the ref says he's going to get it.
Oh, maybe a little short there, Alex, as he's coming up 6 and
second in inches, it looks like.
Love to see Arona get the ball in open space. Hits into a defender, falls forward for extra yardage, and we are moving the sticks. A little miscommunication by the Zebras on the field. We are 1st and 10, and West with 3 wide receivers wide.
First down for the Panthers after that big catch and run from Ty Arona. Number 44, a senior running back for this West High Panthers offense. Suesue lining up in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap, dropping back to pass. Pass is complete to Holbrook, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Can't get much more, but he does get the reception.
Yeah, taken down by number 20, Lucas Heflin. He able to push him out of bounds before he's able to pick up any more yards. Charlie Holbrook, easy to spot, number 2 with the green gloves.
Looks like it's going to be a 3-yard reception there for Holbrook. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for the West High Panthers. 7:53 left to play here in the first quarter. Suesue takes the snap. He drops back to pass. He's looking deep for Vailahi. And it's Sesi Vailahi with an amazing catch.
What a bomb there in connection from Suesue. Able to launch it out there to Sesi Vlahi. He's able to bobble it, drag it in, and we're first trip to the end zone for the night, Alex.
Vailahi with a big reception. It's going to bring up the first drive in the red zone of the night. Suesue lining up in the shotgun again. Tyrona lined up alongside him. Vailahi goes in motion. Suesue keeps, and he gets about 4 yards on that run.
Yeah, a new wrinkle we've been seeing from the West Panthers, Alex, as they've introduced the jet sweep with Sesi Valahi, an athlete that Coach Junior wants to get his hands on the ball, but also has Suesue out there making the read and able to cut up the field. 2nd and 5.
Suesue. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 coming up for the West High Panthers. He's going to be lined up again in the shotgun. Takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Breaks to his right. He runs a bit. That's going to be enough for the first. And he's going to be pushed out at about the 4-yard line.
Yeah. Pushed out of bounds by the last DB between him and the end zone, Alex. We know he wants it. We'll see if he is able to run it in or throw it in on this fresh set of downs.
Big play there from Suesue, keeping it, running it, gets enough for the first, and now we're looking at a 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. 2 receivers lined up to his left. Suesue takes a snap. He keeps. He rolls out to his left. Suesue, and he's going to be the first one to find the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for the West High Panthers.
Flag on the field. A little extracurricular going on. The ref didn't like what he saw. Things have been getting a little chirpy early in this game. Region rival. We'll see how this goes, Alex.
Let's see what the referee calls here. After Suesue picks up that 4-yard rush, finds the end zone.
Yeah, I would think it was a dead ball foul, but we still haven't seen what the ref is calling out here. And if penalty's going to get waved off or stand.
I think it's going to go back from what the signals that the side judge over there is making. Sportsmanlike. So the score will stand. It's going to be a touchdown for Zaya Suesue. It will be enforced on the kickoff. Suesue for the 2-point conversion. Looking for Vayahi.
Yeah, big move there by Suesue, buying time. Is able to find an open wide receiver. It's much easier to throw the ball than to have to run past defenders. And leads to an early score from the West Panthers.
For Panther touchdown. Panthers offense getting it done on their opening drive.
I think the officials are still trying to get things together here. That was a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the West High Panthers take an 8-0 lead here with 6:28 left to play. You're watching KSL Sports Radio, and we're going to take a step away real quick. Stick with us for more when we return.
At UCC.
Welcome back into West High, where the West High Panthers have just taken an 8-0 lead over the Hunter High Wolverines. 6:28 left to play here in the first quarter. And Nate, we talked about Suesue, and Suesue does it again. 4-yard rush for the touchdown. What can we say about this guy?
Yeah, he's really talented. He did change up shoes tonight, Alex. He's wearing red and white cleats instead of the orange ones he's been wearing most of the season. But the ball is away.
Jacob Wilson with the kickoff. It's going to be bobbled. Kenyon Jackson recovers, picks it up, brings it out to about the 30, and then he's going to be taken down by a swarm of West High Panthers.
Yeah, number one job as a returner is to catch the ball. Once that hits the floor, it gets real scary as you have hungry Panthers ready to hunt it down.
Lucky Kenyon Jackson was there, picks it up, gets a couple yards on the return, and it's now going to be the second drive for this this Hunter High Wolverines. They're going to be coming out, and it's going to be Tauki Vea leading this offense again. Clock wasn't stopped. But now the ball is snapped. It's going to be Paea.
Ooh. Big hit there by number 12, Kaame Brown, as Paea comes up for a gain of 5 yards.
It's going to be a 2nd and 5 coming up for the Hunter High Wolverines. Let's talk about this West High Panthers defensively real quick. This is a West High defense that continues to impress week in and week out. I think right now they're averaging 17.8 points a game, which is the best in Region 2, one of the best in 6A. How do you like seeing that West High defense out there, Nate?
Yeah, very powerful defense. As Paea gets a handoff again and wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
Number 12, get it done.
But yeah, this is a really talented defense. Shout out to this coaching staff. They play very disciplined. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. Everybody can make the play that they're supposed to. We see them a little more active with the substitutions tonight as we're working in a extra DB, I believe, for these passing down situations. Nice to see the versatility at this level.
Absolutely. It's going to be Tauki Uvea in the shotgun. It's going to be 3rd down for the Wolverines. High snap. He gets it. Looking to pass, looking for Adam Burke, but it's going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Hunter High Wolverines.
Yeah, a little overthrown there, Alex, and then swarmed by Valahi. I don't think he was catching the 1st down, even if he pulled that ball in. Again, we see the Hunter punt team and number 11, Sesi Valahi, ready to make something happen.
Dallin Harding back to take that punt. This ball snapped. Punt is away. Going for Vayahi again, but it's just going to roll out of bounds at, it looks like, the 40-yard line. And that's where the West Side Panthers are going to set up shop.
Yeah. Big spark here for the West offense as they, again, get good field position to start a drive. As they continue to be led by quarterback Sui Sui, and we'll see if they're able to march down the field again.
This part of the match is brought to you by Omi Photo by Naomi Messina. Is located at 7819 South Highland Drive in Conwood Heights. Come support Naomi Photo, 801-949-6365. Sui Sui takes the snap, looking to pass, but that's going to go to no one and nowhere. It's going to be incomplete and bring up a second down for the West Side Panthers.
Yeah, props to the Hunters Wolverines reading the screen pass there and able to defend it and force an incomplete pass.
Second down coming up for the Panthers. Sui Sui in the shotgun. Arona lined up beside him. 3 receivers out to his left, including Charlie Holbrook, who is unmistaken out there with those green gloves. Sui Sui steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. Gets about 3, possibly 2 yards on that one, and there's a flag back over here in the backfield.
Yeah, we'll see what they call. Good job by Hunter again, able to keep contained on the quarterback, Sui Sui. Something the coaching staff had to have been hounding all week is Sui Sui will make you look silly if you're not staying home and keeping a man on him.
Let's see what the flag is here. It's going to go against the West High Panthers. It's going to go against number 11, Sesi Vailahi. It's going to be a holding call.
The call is against the Panthers. Holding is a call.
And it's going to bring up a second and long for the West Side Panthers.
And that's going to be the toughest challenge for West as we wind down the regular season and go into the playoffs, is can they get out of their own way with these penalties? Last week against Roy, they had over 15 penalties, holes that Sui Sui was able to dig their way out of, but situations that don't set you up to win once playoffs come.
West High has just taken a timeout. We're also going to take a quick one here on KSL Sports Rewind presented by Faucia Construction. Stick with us for more action of the first quarter.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back into West High, where the West High Panthers are leading 8-0 over the Hunter High Wolverines. 3:11 left to play in this first quarter. This part of the match is brought to you by Mountain OPS, a local nutrition company helping improve the lives of individuals and families through high-quality supplements and Conquer Hunger meal donations. Sui Sui takes the snap, dropping back to pass.
Has all day.
Has all the time in the world, finds Viliata Tuaone, and he's brought down at the 50-yard line. What a pass and what a catch from Tuaone.
Yeah, this is not a quarterback you want to give time to. This wide receiver core can find an opening in the zone defense, and he's going to throw it out there for him.
Second and very long for the Panthers. Sui Sui finds Tuaone. They're going to bring him. They're going to call him down at the 48-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up for the West Side Panthers. Sui Sui lined up in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Vainuku. Efoti Vainuku gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 4th down for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's tough. Somewhere with this offense, the only thing this offense struggles at is these short yardage running plays. Just haven't been able to move the sticks as reliably as possible. Luckily for Junior, he has one of the best defenses in the state, and he's going to go for it.
4th down coming up for the Westside Panthers. Lautaimi's coming in at tight end. And we'll see, trying to put more of the big guys on that line to just try to sneak this 1st down.
Yeah, fullback in the backfield. I think we know where this is going.
Hand it off, gets the 1st and more. It looks like that handoff was to Masao Otuafi, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, fullback dive there, Alex. Definitely just brought out the big guns and pushing the sticks forward. Another Panthers 1st down.
Fantastic there on the 4th and short for the Panthers to get that and more. It's going to be up a 1st down for the Westside Panthers here at the 46-yard line. They're in Hunter territory once again. Suisui, high snap. He's able to get it. Pressure coming. He's able to get away. Can't get too much more on that. It's going to be a loss for Suisui.
Yeah, a couple times tonight we've seen defenders coming free after Suisui. Definitely not giving them time to throw and forcing them to scramble for a short loss.
Pressure coming on Suisui. They're going to call it a loss of a yard. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 11 for the West High Panthers. Suisui lined up in the shotgun. It's going to be Vainuku who's lined up there alongside him in the backfield. Takes the snap. Suisui looking to pass. And it's Vaiahi. Sesi Vailahi. And it's going to be another West High touchdown.
I thought for sure Suisui put too much air under that ball, but Sesi Vailahi hunts it down right in the basket. No one between him and the end zone. Touchdown, West Panthers.
He breaks. The pressure was coming. The defensive line was able to get to Suisui, but he's able to get that off, and then Vaiahi just has all the time in the world to run into that end zone.
Yeah, man in his face, puts up a prayer. Sesi Vailahi answers. 14-0, and we see West lining up for another 2-point conversion, working on these red zone trips.
REK is going to stay on the sideline. They're going to go for another 2-point conversion here. Suisui line up in the shotgun. Low snap. He's able to get it, and it's going to be number 15, Jacob Wilson, on the 2-point conversion. And just like that, the Westside Panthers have taken a 16-0 lead over the Hunter High Wolverines.
Yeah, a couple new faces that we've seen being mixed in with the starting lineup. Shout out to number 15, Jacob Wilson, for hauling in that 2-point conversion. It's impressive to see how deep this wide receiver core is for these Panthers.
We're going to take a quick break here on KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Faucia Construction. Stick with us for more action from the first quarter when we return.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back into West High, where the West High Panthers have just taken a 16-0 lead over the Hunter High Wolverines. REK is out for this one to kick it away. 59 seconds left to play in this first quarter. He's going for a little bit of trickery there, but it just goes straight out of bounds.
Yeah, you don't see teams practicing the onside kicks too often. West Panthers stay hungry, get in the reps so that when they need it, they're able to make it work.
Not the most ideal onside kick from REK, but it's going to set up shop for the the Hunter High Wolverines at the 45-yard line.
You were a kicker, Alex. Did you have any tips or tricks for an onside kick?
Just hit it into the ground as hard as you can. That's the only way to do it.
So there's no magic. It's all luck.
Sometimes, in some cases. It's actually going to set him up at the 50-yard line here, right at the halfway point of the field. And it's going to be Tauki Uvea coming out again for this Hunter High offense. Keeps it. He's looking for a pass. It's going to be complete to number 21, Kutu, but he's going to be brought down for...
Yeah, I think he wasn't able to haul it in.
Oh, it's going to be incomplete.
Which... probably the best play there, considering he is about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Big play there by number 1, Ryder Messina, to break that up.
He probably just looked up and decided to just drop it. It'd probably be for the best.
Yeah, tough situation to be in. Tackled as you're trying to make the catch. You haven't made it back to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 10 for Wolverines.
Tauki Uvea, the quarterback for the Hunter High Wolverines, will go under center. Receiver in motion. Takes the handoff. That's going to be a handoff to number 7, Koni Tahai.
Big.
But he's going to be brought down for a big loss on 2nd down.
Ame Brown, number 12, making the stop right after the student section started chanting, "Let's get a little bit rowdy." Coincidence? Maybe. Entertaining? Definitely.
And I think that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. The clock is winding down here. There's 7 seconds left. We'll see if Hunter lines up for another one or if we're just going to see the clock run out. And it looks like it's just going to be going down. That's going to be the end of the first, where the Hunter High Wolverines are down 16-0 against the West High Panthers. Stick with us here on KSL Sports Rewind for more action when we return.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Welcome back into West High. We're getting ready to start the second quarter, where the West High Panthers are leading 16-0. The pressure's coming, and it's going to be a sack by number 33, Philly Snuka.
Hey, Jimmy Fly's grandson, Snuka, the famous WWF wrestler. Big 4th and long for the Wolverines with the punter in the backfield.
Big sack from Snuka. It's going to bring up 4th and long for the Wolverines. The punt is off, and that one's going straight out of bounds. Referee says it went out at the 39-yard. No, he's bringing it up even more to the 42-yard line.
As you're working for it.
And the West Side Panthers will set up shop with good field position.
Yeah, maybe smart to kick away from Sessi Valahi after we've seen how explosive he can be, taking one to the house earlier.
Speaking of taking it to the house, I'm excited to see Isaac Zalalem, because we were at Clearfield. He brought it to the house. Last game we were here, he took it to the house.
Both taken back for penalties. Hopefully he can get one to stand.
Yeah, I'm cheering for him. I want him to get one tonight. It's going to be Sue lined up with an empty backfield. Takes the snap, dropping back to pass. Looking for Jacob Wilson. He's going to be overthrown a bit. It's going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up second down for the West Side Panthers.
Launches out there. Just a little too much air under it. Jacob Wilson's just not as fast as you think he is. I'm not sure which. 2nd and 10, West Panthers.
This part of the match is brought to you by Intermountain Fire Protection. Your home and your business are far too important not to be protected. Intermountain Fire Protection will make sure that your home and your business is not only up to code, but protected from fire and its destruction. Call 801-419-8084. Suisui takes a snap. Drops back to pass. Looking over the middle for Holbrook. It's going to be incomplete for Suisui.
Yeah, it looked like a rub route there down the middle of the field. Just not able to connect with the wide receivers again. A little dangerous part about running the air raid, Alex, is if you're not able to get something to work, you're looking at 3rd and long. A little intimidating for the offense to try to convert this one.
3rd and long coming up for the Panthers offense. Three receivers lined up to Suisui's left. Looks like that's Tyrona in the backfield. Takes the snap, dropping back to pass to Tyrona. He gets it, makes a move. Can't break another tackle, though. He gets about 2 yards on that one. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Westside Panthers.
Yeah, number 58, Samisi Tonga, lineman out there in front to try to block for him. Just not able to block everybody, bringing up a 4th and 6.
10:24 left to play here in this second quarter. West High currently leads 16-0 over the Hunter High Wolverines. And it looks like Suisui is still out there. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Drops back to pass. Looking for Holbrook. He gets it, and that's enough for a 1st down, and then he's pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. What a gamble from the West Side Panthers offense.
Yeah, we've seen Coach Junior definitely taking these shots on 4th down, trying to really get the reps for this offense as they are hoping to make a deep playoff run. But with the defense that they've had so far, it's worth the risk.
Great pickup there from Charlie Holbrook. Drops back to pass again. This one's going to Tuaone. It's going to be complete, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Yes. Suisui making him pay, Alex. Don't send enough people. He has all day to throw. Send too many people. He finds the open man. Great read there by Suisui to pick up that 1st down.
Tuaone on the reception. It's going to bring up 1st down for the Westside Panthers on the 29-yard line. Low snap. Tyrona picks it up after that hits the ground, and he makes a little bit out of nothing. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, interesting concept there. With West, a draw play might be able to catch defenses off guard down the road here, as they are so scared of this Suisui air raid. Though that wasn't intentional, I do think we follow that one, and we can see an effective draw here in West's future.
Suisui, Arona goes in motion. Another fumble. A little bit of miscommunication there between Suisui and it looks like Vailahi.
Ball's looking like a Crisco watermelon, Alex. Somebody's got to hold on to it.
After taking the gamble on 4th down, getting the 1st down pickup, and then another big reception by Tuaone, now we have a little bit of miscommunication here between Suisui and his offense. 2 consecutive fumbles. Suisui lands on this one. It's going to bring up 3rd and very long for the Westside Panthers.
Yeah, all errors that West has inflicted on themselves. Again, scared to think how good this team would be if they were able to clean it up.
Suisui in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass. The pressure's coming. He escapes it, and Suisui is going to put the Rockets on. He's at the 10. He's still up, and he's finally brought down, and it looks like the 5-yard line. What an incredible run from Zaya Suisui.
We see it again and again, Alex, turning something from nothing as he's able to march down there, 1st and goal, West Panthers.
He looked to be done and out. He looked to be going to be sacked, and then somehow makes his way out all the way up to the 5-yard line, and now it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Westside Panthers. Incredible from Suasue. 3 wide, 2 is left. Suasue takes a snap, drops back to pass. It's going to be a pass to Tyrona, and that's going to be a Westside Panthers touchdown.
Yeah, nice move there by the offense, able to get it in the end zone again. And again, going for 2. Definitely trying to hash out all the kinks in their red zone offense.
They take the gamble on 4th, and then after a couple plays, they find themselves in the end zone. Tyrona with the reception. Suasue drives back to pass for the 2-point conversion. That's Jacob Wilson, makes a move, makes another move, but the referee says he's going to be down. It's going to be no good on the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I love the move there for Jacob Wilson, just not able to bring it in. But first incomplete 2-point conversion of the night. Still Panthers up 22-0.
22-0. After the great reception from Tyrona in the end zone, we're going to take a step away here on KSL Sports Rewind presented by Faucia Construction. Stick with us for more second quarter action when we return.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back into West High, where the Westside Panthers have just taken a 22-0 lead over the Hunter High Wolverines. 7:38 left to play in this second quarter. We do apologize. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our scoreboard, but it is a 22-0 lead with the Westside Panthers leading. REK with a squib. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, squibbed right to number 58, Leva Fanua. If you don't know what to do with it, just fall on it, get the ball to your offense. No risk for fumbles there.
1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Again, we do apologize for the scoreboard. Thank you, Bill, and thank you, Vince, for helping us out. Just trying to get that back up for you guys as soon as possible. Hand off to Paya. It's going to be about a 2-yard gain on that one from the Hunter High running back. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Paya getting a fair share of the workload tonight as he's trying to move the ball down the field, but getting held up early by these West Panthers.
2nd and 8 coming up for the Wolverines. Again, it's Tauki Uvea lined up under center. Comes back, and that's going to be a sack. It's going to be Sesi Vailahi.
Is there anything he can't do, Alex? Touchdowns, sacks, interceptions. We've seen it all from him this year.
How's your Vailahi bingo card looking tonight?
I forgot to bust out the Vai bingo card. Reception, touchdown, check. Sack, check. Still need a couple more before we're yelling bingo.
What a player Vailahi is. Incredible stuff. He's got the touchdown. He's got the sack. This West High defense is tremendous, Nate, I tell you. Ooh. Looks like Hunter
timeout.
Called the timeout before that one.
Play clock was winding down. Didn't want to push him back any further.
We're about halfway through the second quarter here, Nate, and I just barely realized that my favorite guy, Julius Tukoisuva, hasn't been out there.
Yeah. It's tough. There's so many players. We, have not called his name tonight. Hopefully he'll get in here soon and start making it happen.
This part of the match is brought to you by National Card Payments. Do you own a business that accepts payments by credit cards? Come work with National Card Payments. They are a locally owned credit card processing company that has over 22 years of experience. Get a free quote and see how much they can help you. They love to support the local community and are offering a $100 Visa gift card for any business that signs up for their merchant services this season. Find out how much they can save your company on your credit card processing fees. Call or text them today at 801-923-8125. National Card Payments, the company that cares. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up for the Wolverines. It's going to be Tuki Uvea trying to make a play there, but a swarm of West High Panthers are there to meet him. We got 4th and long.
Yeah, big stop there by number 9, Lafau, as he was able to wrap him up in the backfield for another long 4th down for these Wolverines. Tough night for them.
Looks like we got that scoreboard back up and running again. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Vince, for helping us out with that. The snap is off. The kick is away. Keeping it away from Sessi. And it's just going to roll, and it's going to keep rolling, and it's going to be fielded at the 36-yard line. And we're going to have a chance to see the West High Panthers offense come out yet again.
Yeah, still mixing in some new faces in this wide receiver core as we see number 82, Susini Fafita, as he joins the wide receiver core and hopes to make a play tonight.
1st and 10 coming up for the West High Panthers. Ball on the 36-yard line. 3 lined up to his left. Vaianuku lined up in the backfield. It's going to be Suasua looking to pass, and yes, it's going to be Jacob Wilson with the reception. He cuts back into the middle. He's going. He's brought down at the 25-yard line, and Jacob Wilson was that close to breaking free and getting a touchdown.
Yeah, great pursuit there by number 20, the safety, Lucas Heflin, as he's able to take him down by the shoestrings. Panthers 1st down, knocking on the red zone.
Big reception, big move, cut into the middle, and Jacob Wilson just runs that right up. And it's going to bring up a 1st down for the West High Panthers here at the 25-yard line. Suasua takes the snap, hands it off to Sesi Vailahi, and he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, something that still is a bit of a thorn in this offense is trying to run the ball. Hopefully they'll be able to get something reliable. We've seen them work in some jet sweeps and things of that nature to be able to get the ball moving on the ground.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down for the West Side Panthers here at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 10 as we approach the 4-minute mark in the second quarter. 4:40 left to play. Suasue drops back to pass. Over the middle, finds Holbrook, and it's going to be Holbrook for a West High touchdown.
It's got to be the green gloves, Alex. I can't have any other explanation for it.
Charlie Holbrook with the touchdown reception. Last week, Holbrook also had a touchdown in that one against the Roy Royals. Tonight, he finds himself on the scoreboard. And it's going to be a 28-0 lead. And what do we got going on here, Nate?
Oh, the screen door.
It works. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Westside Panthers have just taken a 30-0 lead over the Hunter High Wolverines.
What a play there. Very interesting choice there to work in the screen door. gets the defense out of their comfort zone, and another touchdown, up 30-0 for the West Panthers.
30-0 here at West High with 4:23 left in the first half. This part of the match is brought to you by Victoria Real Estate and Financial Services. Victoria Real Estate and Financial Services is excited to be a sponsor of West High School football. Owned and operated by Victoria Tanuvasa, we are a team of industry professionals committed to genuinely serving our neighbors on the West Side with all their real estate and life insurance needs. As a proud alumnus of West High School class of 2004, Victoria looks forward to supporting the Panther community. And Nate, speaking about West High alumnus, it's homecoming night here at West High.
Hey, it's a fun time of year, homecoming. You got into the rhythm of school. You're going to have a little celebration as we celebrate these Panthers as they are about to kick off again.
And everything going according to plan for the West High Panthers as they lead 30-0 on homecoming night. The kick is off from Jacob Wilson. And another muff. And Hunter Dodge, another one on a return.
Yeah, that was a line drive. That's a tough ball to field. And a great coaching choice there by West High to push back Hunter for a tough field position.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Hunter High Wolverines at the 10-yard line. They got a long field to go. Hand it off to number 7, Tahi. Gets a good little gain there, but he's going to be brought down after about a 5 to 6 yard gain on that one.
Yeah, great response here for West defense as they continue to give this offense a hard time. Looks like we're seeing some new faces get mixed in. Hopefully the depth will be able to keep Hunter off the scoreboard.
Second down. Oh, there was a flag on the play, and that's what we're trying to sort out here on the field right now. Let's see what the refs call. The crowd's looking good tonight here. This big, good little turnout for West High's homecoming game.
Yeah, nice homecoming game.
Referees are still trying to sort out the flag on this one. And it's going to go against the West High Panthers. It's going to bring up what I believe.
Oh, we see the Hunter High School lining up in a wishbone.
It's going to be 1st and 5 coming up for the West High Panther, the Hunter High Wolverines. Takiuvea looking to pass. He's looking deep. It's into the hands of Carson Scanlon, and then it falls out. It's incomplete.
Yeah, broken up by number 13, Lavavai. Wishbone formation, not something you see a lot of these days, Alex. It was a very popular college football. I believe it's Texas ran it back in the day. It was a more run-dominated sport. Fun to see it mixed in here tonight.
Keeping that West High defense on their toes a bit.
Yeah, usually traditionally a more heavy running formation, which, as we'll see here now.
And that's going to be a flag prior to the snap.
Yeah, we'll see who moved first. Was it the offense in the Wolverines or the defense in the Panthers?
It's going to go against the West High Panthers. It's going to give extra yardage to the Hunter High Wolverines here.
It's enough for a Hunter first down. Just short. Looks like we're... Oh, no, looks like we got it. 1st and 10.
The chains are moving. The ball's at the 20-yard line now after that flag. Takiuvea keeps it, but then he's met at the line of scrimmage by a swarm of Panthers, and another flag comes out after the play.
Yeah, it's a tough call there, Alex. Again, the only thing I believe standing in these Panthers' way of possibly a state championship is themselves at this point. Too many penalties they've been taking this season. Hopefully we're able to see them clean it up before it matters.
And it's going to go against the West High Panthers. It's going to give Hunter some extra yardage on this drive, and it will be enough for a Hunter High first down. Takiuvea going under center, but prior to that, it's going to be a timeout taken by the Panthers defense. We're also going to take a timeout here on KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Fiosia Construction. Stick with us for more second quarter action when we return.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back into West High, where the West High Panthers are currently leading 30-0 over the Hunter High Wolverines with 3:40 left to play in this first half. And Nate, what a performance tonight from Zaya Suasua already.
Yeah, big show up here for the West offense. We're starting to see the Panthers mix in personnel on defense, trying to match what they're seeing from the Wolverines.
It's going to be a change at quarterback. Nathan Park comes in for this one.
But rude he is awakening by Lautaimi. Welcome to varsity football.
Nathan Park comes out for his first snap of the night, and he's immediately met in the backfield, taken down for a loss.
Jogs right back off.
And just like that, he's back on the sideline. It's going to be Takiuvea coming out again to lead this this Hunter High offense. Baya with the handoff, he gets back to the original marker. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Wolverines.
Yeah, definitely a strong front here from the Panthers. It's tough to run on them. They have athletes that make it tough to pass on them. I don't know where the holes in this defense are, Alex.
It's going to be officially a 3rd and 12 coming up for the Wolverines offense. We'll see if they are able to convert or if we continue to see the West High defense swarm and stop this offense. It's going to be another flag out, and something tells me that's going to go against the West High Panthers.
Yeah, they're dialed into the count. You just need to keep your eye on the ball, Alex. You can't be jumping like that, giving the Hunter offense second chances.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the 3rd flag against this Panthers defense on this drive alone.
Yeah, they add up quick.
Takes the snap, drops back to pass, batted down. It's going to be incomplete, looking for Paea. And just like that, the West High Panthers almost have a pick.
Tommy Brown ready to deplete the running back on that play as Hunter tries to catch the defensive line pinning their ears back to get after the quarterback on that screen pass. Great job by the Panthers sniffing it out and shutting it down.
Despite the help from a couple of penalty flags against the Panthers defense, the West High offense can't convert. It's going to bring up 4th down, and number 6, Dallin Harding, is back to punt. The punt is away. Vayahi just signals the fair catch at the 35-yard line, and Suasua and his offense will be coming out again.
Yeah, I'll see what wrinkles the West offense mixes in on this drive. As we can see, they're definitely taking these live snaps to improve and be better.
1st and 10 coming up for the West High Panthers offense. The drive will start at the 35-yard line. Isaiah Suasue coming out to lead this offense again. Tyrone lined up alongside him. In the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass. The pressure coming into the hands of Holbrook and then out, and it's going to be incomplete here on 1st down.
Yeah, tough ball to bring in there, Alex. Crazy to watch Hunter bring 6 to try to contain Suasue. Only dropping 5. He should be able to find an open man. Just wasn't able to haul it in that time.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down from the 35-yard line for this West High Panthers offense. A minute 56 left to go here in this first half. 30-0, the West High Panthers lead. It's going to be Suasue in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket, runs out to his right, and he's still going. Suasue is at the 50, and then he's finally brought down past the 40. The ball is out, but then it's recovered by Staten Havili. Danger averted there from the West Panthers offense.
Yeah, Suasue ends up taking a big hit there at the end. Not something we've seen from him much this season. Usually able to escape danger and make it to the sideline. Hunter punishing him after he was able to break it off for a 1st down.
1st down for the West High Panthers. He goes from one 35-yard line to the other. This one starting at the 35 in Hunter territory. 1st and 10 coming up for the Panthers offense. Suasue takes a snap, dropping back to pass. He's looking deep for Vayahi, and oh my goodness!
Sesi Vayahi, number 11, with the Superman dive to haul in that ball, Alex. How special is that?
Incredible from Sesi Vayahi. We're putting that in for catch of the year.
Yeah, that was a huge dive there. Again, a ball that felt like it had a little too much air on it. Sesi Vayahi flying out there to haul it in.
It's going to be a timeout taken by the Hunter High Wolverines. We're also going to take one as well. Stick with us here on KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Fayusia Construction, for more first half action when we return.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Welcome back into West High, where the West High Panthers are currently leading 30-0 with 1:06 left to play in this first half. This part of the match is brought to you by Omi Photo by Naomi Messina, who's located at 7819 South Highland Drive in Conwood Heights. Whether you're looking for a photo shoot with your family, team, or any family occasion, come support Naomi at Omi Photo. That number is 801-949-6365. Again, that number is 801-949-6365. First down coming up for the Panthers, and it's Vayahi who takes the snap.
Yeah, swallowed up there. Great job by Hunter, able to sniff that one out and stop it for, looks like, no yardage. 2nd and goal for the Panthers.
And Sue will stay lined up at the receiver position. Vailahi is running this offense.
Oh, boy.
Vailahi, he takes a snap. He gets a nice run, makes a couple of moves. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he's finally pushed out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. What a run from Sesi Vailahi.
To be honest with you, Alex, I thought the Panther was the only Wildcat we'd be seeing tonight. Look what tricks they have up their sleeves as we see Sesi Vailahi taking the direct snaps and marching it down towards the goal line.
And it's going to be a timeout call for the West High Panthers. What a performance we're seeing here from this West High in this first half. Nate, what can you say about this West High offense?
Yeah, very talented offense here. And who knows how much Coach Junior even loves the Wildcat. I know he loves these West Panthers, but he could just be throwing it in there as a bit of gamesmanship for other coaches. This is something that you have to prepare for. You have to. Everything changes preparing for a Wildcat package, as you have as you get the direct snap right to the ball carrier. So, very interesting to see that here tonight from the West Panthers.
And I think, considering your Vailahi bingo card, I think a pass from Sesi Vailahi, a passing touchdown would be on there, right?
I didn't see him warming up, taking any passes, but direct snap definitely has to check off a box on the bingo card.
And here we go, coming up with a 3rd and goal for the West High Panthers. Sue back in at quarterback. Vailahi lined up to his left with Charlie Holbrook. 2 other receivers out to his right. Sue drops back to pass. He's looking a quick one. And it's going to be Charlie Holbrook with another West High touchdown.
Hauls in another Sui touchdown pass. And we're finally going to see Ari Kahanori to kick the PAT. He must be begging for it on the sideline.
Ari K coming out for his first kick of the night. And Nate, you know I love my kickers. And Ari K, he's 19 for 19 on the year.
He's been a machine this season. I hope you didn't jinx him, Alex.
Commentator's curse. It's a real thing. Let's hope. We'll see here. Kick is up. Kick is good. Shout out Ari K.
Yeah. Not the best snap we've seen, but yeah. Sui's able to tee it up. They kick it in, 37-0, 14 seconds left in this half.
REK is now 20 for 20 on PAT attempts. The West High Panthers have just taken a 37-0 lead over the Hunter High Wolverines. We're going to take a step away here real quick on KSL Sports Review presented by Faucia Construction for the conclusion of this first half.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back into West High School, where the West High Panthers have just taken a 37-0 lead over the Hunter High Wolverines. REK out with the kickoff. 14 seconds left to play in this first half. REK, the kick is off, and it's going to roll Caden Jackson, but he steps into the end zone, and that's going to be ruled a touchback.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like he caught that one in beyond the line, beyond the end zone, and ran it back into the end zone. I don't know the exact ruling on there, but they're giving him the touchback.
Touchback on the kickoff. It's going to be the Hunter High Wolverines offense coming out with 12.2 left on the clock. 37-0, the Panthers lead. And it's going to be number 19, Takuivea, coming out to lead this team again.
12 seconds left. 2 wide receivers out wide. I don't know if they heave it up.
Ball snapped. He's going to hand it off to Paea.
What a hole.
Or excuse me, that's Tahi. Tahi finds a good hole. That's enough for the first down, but
yeah, first down. Stop the clock to move the sticks.
5 seconds left to play. The clock is running again, and that's just going to roll us into the end of this first half. Again, the West High Panthers are leading 37-0 on homecoming night. Happy homecoming, West. We're going to take a step away here on KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Faucia Construction. We'll have a second half action when we return.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back into West High, where the West Side Panthers are currently leading 37-0 over the Hunter High Wolverines here at homecoming. And Nate, how are you feeling after that first half?
Yeah, strong first half there by the West Panthers, as we've seen them pull out all kinds of tricks on offense, giving the rest of the state a scare of what they're capable of.
Now, we didn't really focus on Hunter at the beginning of the game. Let's take a look at this Hunter High Wolverine team now. This is a team who's been through a lot in the last couple of years. Region 2 has always kind of been a battle between the Hunter High Wolverines and the current Cougars. But since the realignment, since the introduction of this West High Panthers team, they've struggled to find consistency. They went 3-7 last year. They bring in the new head coach in Hunter alumnus, Harold Maleni. And now they're just looking to rebuild the culture and rebuild the program. What can we expect from in this second half from this Hunter Wolverines team?
Yeah, we see them trying to identify themselves and what they're going to be in seasons to come. Obviously, we've seen a lot of kids turn out from the program. That is not a sideline missing student athletes. Just hoping that, a new coach can bring in a new system, be able to start developing the talent that they need to start competing in this region and in the state again.
And Nate, I guess the last question I have for you before we get this second half rolling, with what we've seen tonight from this Westside Panthers team, with what they have ahead left in Region 2, do you think it's kind of safe to say that the Westside Panthers already have kind of that one hand on that Region 2 title trophy?
Yeah, there's not too many speed bumps coming up ahead for them. Obviously, it's not yours until you've won it. So definitely look forward to the West Panthers continuing to exert their dominance in Region 2 to be able to take home that Region 2 championship.
As we wait, we'd like to thank our sponsors here at KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Faucia Construction. We'd like to thank Omi Photo by Naomi Messina. We'd like to thank National Card Payments. We'd like to thank Vittorio Real Estate and Financial Services. A big thank you to MTN OPS, the local nutrition company. And, of course, a big thank you to Intermountain Fire Protection. Thank you to all our sponsors for allowing us to be out here at Westside for this homecoming match.
Yeah, a huge shout out to all the sponsors, giving these kids a platform to be broadcasted. So much talent in this state. Shout out to the Rewind crew and all the efforts going into highlighting such a fun event.
And I was also able to, for those wondering, or for those who haven't been with us here to start this, at the top of the broadcast, it's been quite a performance from Suisue from Vaiahi. Suisue got us rolling with a touchdown early in the first quarter. Vaiahi, who got a receiving touchdown right after that, and then from there it's been all West High and this offense. Nate, talk to us a little bit about that offense.
Yeah, definitely dynamic offense. We've seen them be able to throw the ball, Suisue able to pick up first downs on the ground with third and longs in his face, being able to throw touchdowns with a defensive lineman in his face, and then see the offense even bring out swinging gate and a 2-point conversion. Obviously a team that is hungry for success and are putting the pedal to the metal so far.
We're getting ready to kick off the second half here from West High. The beautiful downtown skyline poking out from over behind the school. I love this field, man. I got to tell you, I love this field. It really feels kind of with the school coming around. It really gives it kind of that stadium atmosphere, that stadium feeling.
Yeah, you definitely feel almost like Gladiator Arena with the school right on top of the field and the skyline in the background, Mountain Ridge. This is a beautiful place to be in the country.
And we are getting ready to kick off now. The Hunter High Wolverines will be kicking off to the Panthers to start this one after they deferred in the first half.
Yeah, first time we get to see the Panthers return team as they play Richie Rich on the intercom. Let's ride West Panthers.
Let's see who's back there to return. It's going to be number 9, Benson Best, the kicker for the Wolverines, to come on and boot this one away. It looks like Isaac Zalalem is heading back there to return.
It's a little speedster back there. Hopefully he can kick Holy kick to him. He can break it for a touchdown. Looks like next to him is number 48, Philip Suchun. Also back deep to return. Hopefully something can happen on this play.
We made the rule last game. Keep it away from Zalalem. And let's see what Benson Best does here.
Onside.
Does the onside. It goes straight into the hands of Charlie Holbrook.
Right into the green gloves.
Right into the green glove. No issues there. And it's going to be a West High coming out for their first drive of this second half. Led out by none other than Charlie Holbrook.
Yeah, right here we see West Panthers huddling up. We're still sending Isaiah Susu to the huddle as he will call the play, and I know he's hoping for the end zone.
Suasua coming out to lead this West High offense. First and 10 coming up for the West High Panthers on the 49-yard line. Just shy of the midfield mark. And
yeah, miscommunication right there. They broke the huddle with only 10 guys. Not, as you call a lot of substitutions, it's hard for kids to know who should be on the field. Breaking the huddle with 10 guys, they have to bring out an extra wide receiver. They were short a player. Play clock winded down, pushing the offense back again.
They're going to try it again here on first down, but this time it's going to be 1st and 15 coming up for the West High Panthers. Ball snapped. Suasua looking to pass. It's a catch from Tyrona. Tyrona with the stiff arm.
Stays on his feet.
Can make a move. Arona still running up the sideline, and he's finally pushed out of bounds at about the... It looks like he stepped out at the 10 is what the official will be saying.
Crashed into the cheerleaders on the sideline. Amazing work there by Tyrona to be able to tiptoe down the sideline for 15 yards and being brought down the end zone. First play from scrimmage, and we're knocking on the door of the end zone.
Big reception from Tyrona. The stiff arm over here back at about the 40-yard line gives him a lot more space to get in the red zone.
Yeah, not something I'd be looking forward to is taking him down in the open field.
And now it's going to be 1st and goal. Handoff to Arona. The ball is out. The fumble, but it's recovered by Suasue. And they're going to lose a couple yards on this one.
Yeah, smart move there to dive on it. Obviously, not the cleanest handoff. It looks like they're working on brewing something up here for number 26. Ifoti Vanuku as he comes to call the play in the huddle.
Huddle is broken. Vanuku lines up in the backfield alongside Suasue. We'll see what the West High Panthers can do here. Suasue takes a snap. The pressure coming. Just a nice little screen pass to Vanuku, and Vanuku is going to take it in for another West High touchdown.
Yeah, great job there by West, cooking it up on the sideline. Bringing in Vanuku, who's always dangerous when they put him out in the red zone. Quick 6 points here for the West Panthers. We have 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Right out of the gates to start the second one. Vanuku finds the end zone. REK out here for the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. REK is now 21 for 21 on the year. And he tacks on another one for the West Side Panthers.
Nice work there. Obviously, you love to have a solid PAT. And another point on the board for the Panthers.
We're going to take a quick step away here on KSL Sports Rewind presented by Faucia Construction. More third quarter action when we return.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Welcome back into West High, where the West High Panthers have just taken a 44-0 lead over the Hunter High Wolverines with 9 minutes left to play in this third quarter. REK coming out to kick. It looks like number 1, Caden Jackson, is out to return, but he's just going to let that one roll into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback for the Wolverines.
Yeah, obviously we've had a little bit of issues with the Hunter return team. Best to stay away and let that roll out to the back of the end zone.
We'll see who comes out to lead this Wolverines offense, as they have now started that running clock here at West High. And it will continue to be number 19, Takiuvea. Hands off to Pea. Pea gets a nice little run there. He's still up. It's a scrum, and he's still going, and I think he gets about 8 yards on that pickup.
Yeah, you love to see that engine from Pea. Doesn't have much to work with. Not a huge hole there by the offense, but he's just pushing it up, just fighting for those yards.
And they're going quick here, right back to Pea. Or excuse me, no, it's Tukiovea with the keeper. Yeah, and that's going to be enough for a first.
Looks like a no huddle here for a Hunter as they just continue to try to march down the field, have something scripted at halftime just to try to get on the scoreboard.
First down coming up for the Wolverines. This time it's Paya with a handoff, and he gets about 3 yards on that one.
Yeah, 3 yards is enough to get you close to a first down. Down after down.
They're going quick here. And Takiuvea is sacked by Philly Snuka, and the flag comes out after that sack.
Yeah, it looks like a big hit there on the quarterback. Could have been driven into the ground a little hard. There's going to be a penalty on the defense, I believe. A tough break there for the Panthers defense after swarming and taking away that bootleg from the Wolverines.
And it will be going against the Panthers. Takiuvea brought down for the sack, but it looks like the ball will be going past that first down marker, and it's going to be another first down for the Wolverines.
Wow, that's a big penalty there.
Keeps the drive alive after that sack. Gives the Wolverines a first down from the 51-yard line. Tukiovea under center. Handoff to Pea.
Trying to find the edge.
Trying to find the edge, but Lautaimi is there, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of about 2.
Yeah, you see him running for his life as we see Lautaimi and Sessi Valahi just coming and hammering him on the edge. A loss of 2 there on the play for the Wolverines.
Great job there from Lautaimi to kind of seal off that edge and not give Pea the opportunity. Brings them down to the backfield. It's going to be a 2nd and 13 coming up for the West Side Panthers. Or excuse me, the Hunter High Wolverines. I'm really struggling with that tonight.
It's all right. West brings the house.
It's going to be a sack, and it's going to be Philly Snuka.
Jimmy Fly.
Big time play and big time sack from Philly Snuka. And I don't think Takuivea even saw him coming.
Yeah, he's moving slow after that one. That was not fun to watch as the Panthers bring the house and catch him in the backfield.
It's going to be a 3rd and very long coming up for the Hunter High Wolverines. And Takiuvea is looking It's looking a bit better after taking that hit. And it's going to be passed, and it's going to be intercept. No! Into the hands of Mane Brown, and then drops the interception.
That's one you're going to want to have back, Alex. Not too often does a quarterback throw to the wrong player. It's going to be a tough break, but a big response here from the Panthers defense.
And the punt after that incomplete interception, the Hunter High Wolverines will elect to punt. It's going to be Dallin Harding coming out to punt that away. Gets that one off. Vayahi calls the fair catch. It's muffed. And it's going to be Hunter ball going the other way.
That's a tough one. It's been a wobbly punt all night. Those are tougher to catch. You still think Sezi Vlahi would be able to pull it in. Tough break.
And you kind of felt that one coming, not necessarily from the West High team, but you kind of felt something like that was happening with a couple of the muffed returns that we've had in this one.
Yeah, it's been a tough night. Things are getting a little chillier. Maybe the hands aren't as warmed up as they have been earlier in the season. Definitely need to focus on ball control.
Very unfortunate there from Vailahi on the muff, but it will set up the Hunter High offense with a first down in West High territory. That one's a handoff to Tahi. Tahi gets a couple yards. The ball came out, but the ref says he was down prior to the fumble, and it's going to be about a 5-yard gain here from Tahi.
Yeah, powerful run there by Tahi. It's great that this Hunter backfield has multiple options to hand off to.
They're going quick again. Takuivea is under center, but it's going to be a false start, and it's going to bring the Hunter High Wolverines back.
Yeah, a tough break there. I believe that's number 21. Kudu, who jumped off sides there, pushing the Hunter offense back 5 yards.
They got 5 yards on that run from Tahi. And now with this false start, it's going to bring him back to the original marker. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the the 36-yard line. 36-yard for the Wolverines offense.
Yeah, Hunter's going back to calling plays in the huddle.
Hand off to Tahi again. He goes out to his right. He's still going, tries to cut up field, but it's Mane Brown again there with a big tackle.
Yeah, there's just nowhere for these outside runs to go. West defense is just so good at pursuit angles and making sure you're not getting outside.
Good combo there from Lutuiki now, number 10 from the West Side Panthers, as well as Mane Brown to bring out Tahi at the line of scrimmage, giving him no room to cut upfield. And it's now going to be a big third down play here for the Wolverines. It's going to be Taukivea under center. He doesn't hand it off. He still has it, and then he's going to be sacked for a big loss. And it's going to be number 55, Kalosani Malu on the sack. And it's going to bring up 4th down for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Wolverines were hoping that the defense bit on the fake handoff as he turned around, still had the ball, had a big lineman in his face. Tough third down there for the Wolverines as we see a long 4th down. And the offense staying on the field for Hunter.
Big third down sack from Malu, number 55 from the West High Panthers. 4th down coming up for the Wolverines. A big 4th down. And it's going to be Lautaimi there to meet Takuivea. He's going nowhere, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Wolverines.
Lautaimi just turns on the afterburners, gets around the corner, and brings down the quarterback in the pocket.
This part of the match is brought to you by National Card Payments. Do you own a business that accepts payments by credit cards? Come work with National Card Payments. They are a locally owned credit card processing company that has over 22 years of experience. Get a free quote and see how they can help you. They love to support the local community and are offering a $100 Visa gift card for any business that signs up for their merchant services this season. Find out how much they can save you and your company on your credit card processing fees. Call or text them 801-923-8125.
Yeah, a tough snap there by West Panthers. Is number 2. Charlie Holbrook is in at quarterback. He takes off the green gloves to throw, Alex.
Suet.
Yeah.
With this lead, it's Sue's night's probably done. Charlie Holbrook comes out to lead this West Panthers offense. Holbrook looking to pass. It's going to be dumped off to Vainuku, but he's going to lose a couple yards on that one as well.
Yeah, tough change of pace here for the offense as they have a new man in at quarterback, still trying to make his way to march it down the field.
Holbrook has come in a couple of matches to replace Suesue at quarterback, the senior wide receiver for this West High Panthers team. Now he's leading this offense here on a big 3rd and long. Holbrook drops back to pass. The pressure's coming, and he's going to be sacked. And that's going to be number 52, Joseph Tuaone, on the sack.
Yeah, I guess we can't take Sui for granted. It's not easy to be in the backfield with D linemen chasing after you, making the right decision and trying to pick up a first down.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. The West High Panthers are leading 44-0 against the Hunter High Wolverines. Keep it here on KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Faucia Construction for the 4th quarter when we return.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail.
Welcome back into West High, where we are getting ready to start the 4th quarter. The West High Panthers currently lead 44-0 over the Hunter High Wolverines. And we got a running clock here to finish off the rest of this game.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to see the Panthers punt team out on a Friday night, but it looks like we're going to see them for the first time.
And the punt is away. That's number 28, who is not on the roster on the punt. Or excuse me, that's going to be 26, Vainuku on the punt.
Yeah. Tough bounce there. Best field position we've seen all night for the Hunter Wolverines as their offense is about to take the field.
This part of the match is brought to you by Intermountain Fire Protection. You and your home and your business are far too important not to be protected. Intermountain Fire Protection will make sure that your home and your business is not only up to code, but protected from fire and its destruction. Call 801-419-8084. The snap and the handoff to Paella. Paella making a couple of moves there, breaks a couple tackles, and he gets a good little 5 to 6 yard run there on the first down.
Yeah, hopefully we see some life in this Hunter offense as we see some new faces on the Panthers defense.
2nd down and 2nd and 5 coming up for the Hunter High Wolverines. Handoff to Tahi. Tahi gets a nice little gain there, about 2 yards on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, again, we're seeing Hunter come out in that wishbone formation. A lot of misdirection can happen out of there. Keeps the defense honest. You have to stay on your man, do your job. You can't be chasing the backfield.
9 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Third and manageable here for the Wolverines. Paya, he's trying to find the edge, runs out wide, and it's going to be Philly Snuka who says, no, you're not going anywhere. And the flags are coming out. Tahi is not happy with that one.
Yeah, this isn't what you want to see at this point. Tough situation there. The whistles were blowing. They stopped it for a contact. Dead ball play. We've seen it get a little chippy out there so far, Alex. Obviously, the team that's up 44, it's a little quicker to have a flag thrown on them.
That's unfortunate there because Philly Snuka made a great play to deny Paella from even getting an opportunity to go upfield.
Yeah, great play there. Shedding blocks, being able to come off the edge, make the play, force contain.
Taki Uvea hands it off to number 47, Manatau. And he's met at the line of scrimmage by a swarm of Panthers.
Yeah, you don't see too many people trying to run it right up the gut on this Panther defensive line, and that's why.
Taki Uvea going under center. Hands it off again. This time it's to Paya. And he gets about 2 yards on that one. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Wolverines.
Yeah, big gobble up there by number 9, Lafua, as he's able to swallow it up there close to the line of scrimmage.
7:55 left to play here in this fourth quarter. The Panthers lead 44-0 over the Hunter High Wolverines. 3rd and 8 coming up for Hunter High. It's going to be Tauki Uvea lining up under center. Looking to pass. The pressure's coming. And it's going to be another sack by Lautaimi.
Lautaimi having a game tonight. He has been in the backfield multiple times, bringing down whichever quarterback he is faced up against. Big night here for the senior.
A dominant defense who has just gotten better and better over the course of the year. And a lot has to do with that line and that guy right there, Lautaimi.
Yeah, obviously this line makes it hard to throw on them, and it makes it easy. They don't have to send too many to bring pressure, and that's always a luxury in this league.
It's going to be a 4th and very long for the Hunter High Wolverines, but it looks like we're going to have a timeout called by Hunter High prior to the snap. We're also going to take a quick break here on KSL Sports Rewind, presented by Fausia Construction. Stick with us for more action when we return.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Welcome back into West High, where the West High Panthers are leading 44-0 over the Hunter High Wolverines. This part of the match is brought to you by Vittoria Real Estate and Financial Services. Vittoria Real Estate and Financial Services is excited to be a sponsor of West High School football. Owned and operated by Vittoria Tanuvasa, we are a team of industry professionals committed to genuinely serving our neighbors on the West Side with all their real estate and life insurance needs. As a proud alumnus of West High School class of 2004, Vittoria looks forward to supporting the Panther community. 4th down. Nathan Park is in, and Nathan Park is sacked.
Another big play there by number 9, Lofu, as he's able to gobble up the quarterback. back at the 45-yard line. Turnover on downs. We get to see the Panther offense again.
Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 coming up from the 45-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be number 31, Isaiah Anguilao, who will come out to lead this West High offense with 5:45 left to play. Handoff to Vainuku. Vainuku's met at the line, gets a yard according to the referee, and it's going to be a 2nd and 9 coming up for the Panthers.
Yeah, interesting to see them pulling out the sophomore quarterback. Obviously, it'd be tough to be playing behind Sui Sui, but great time to start getting reps and preparing for varsity football.
Isaiah Anguilao coming out to lead this offense. We saw him a little bit against the Cypress Pirates here a couple weeks ago. And now he's coming out for this drive, looking to continue to lead this offense. Takes the snap, handed off.
Tough.
It's a fumble.
Yeah, handoff there to Atafi was not as clean. Obviously, we're seeing kind of things that probably aren't repped as much at practice as handoff between these two as we see the Panthers defense come back on the field.
Otuafi with the fumble, the recovery by the Hunter High Wolverines. And now the Wolverine offense will come out and set up shop at the 47-yard line in West High territory.
Yeah, we've seen Hunter make it the furthest they have down the field in that last drive. Looks like they'll be cooking something up here. They last second bring in a new left tackle.
Nathan Park is under center. He hands it off to Tahi, and Tahi gets a good little 4-yard run there on 1st down.
Yeah, appeared to be a little bit of miscommunication on what offensive line was supposed to be out on that last play. No huddle. Quick handoff.
Nathan Park takes the snap, hands it off to Tahi again. This time he gets about 2 yards on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Wolverines. And Nathan Park, he's rolling out to his right with the throw into the hands of number 21, Kutu, and then the ball is incomplete.
Yeah, Park finally able to scramble out long enough that he's able to get the ball down the field, and it's not able to be hauled in. With the game this far out of hand, Alex, it looks like the student section's getting a little reckless right now as they have lost interest in this game.
Well, let's hope that's not the case, and I hope everybody, the students out there, everybody stays safe, because it looks like there's a kind of a situation going on over here in the student section at the moment. Nathan Park with the high snap. He's able to get it. Ball is thrown. Kenyon Jackson into the hands and out, and it'll be incomplete.
Yeah, number 31, Angela, who we just seen bobble the handoff as a quarterback, broke up the play there. Great to see this depth in the Panthers offense and defense being able to play on both sides of the ball.
2 minutes and 18 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter. The West Side Panthers are going to come out for what it will be, most likely be the final drive of the night. It's going to be Isaiah Anguilao coming out to lead. No, it's going to be somebody else at quarterback. Can you see that number, Nate?
I have not seen it yet.
It's going to be number 32, Louis Hamilton, who takes the snap. He gets a great pickup there. That's a Louis Hamilton, number 32.
Yeah, we've seen his relative Semi Hamilton out there making plays tonight. Great to see him out there taking the snap and making something happen.
He's only a freshman.
A minute and 18 left to go in this one. 44-0. And it's Louis Hamilton again lined up in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's bobbled. The pressure's coming, and he's going to be sacked on that one.
Yeah, nowhere to go with that. Tough snap there. 2nd and long for these West Panthers. He's coming to the sideline to get the play.
The clock is just slowly winding down here. 40 seconds left to play. 44-0. And Nate, it feels good to get a win on homecoming night.
It always does, Alex. Fun night here for the West Panthers as they are trying to protect the football. Victory formation.
Louis Hamilton takes the knee. A little pushing and shoving on the line after that one.
Yeah, just walk away. Get your cool. Slap a good game around. Great work there by the Panthers. Tough break there for Louis Hamilton. Has to take negative yardage on that last play. First time getting out onto the varsity field, and you're putting negatives in the box sheet. That's a tough break.
And what can be said about? Like, we've talked about it all night, but what's your final thoughts on this West Side Panthers defense?
Yeah, obviously we see a very talented team, a great coaching staff that's not afraid to try anything with this crew. Obviously, we still want them to clean up the penalties to be able to really scare their opponents down the field.
Again, we want to say a big thank you to our sponsors of the night, Omi Photo by Naomi Messina, to National Card Payments, to Vittoria Real Estate and Financial Services, to Mountain OPS, and to Intermountain Fire Protection. Big shout out to Bill, big shout out to Vince, big shout out to Dusty. Thank you, KSL Sports Rewind, for allowing us to be out here. Signing off from West High, you just watched a West High football broadcast on KSL Sports Rewind presented by Falsia Construction. We'll see you next week.